Team score 17-6 for all of you out in Palo Alto. Thanks for starting your morning with us. We've got Jason Miranda, 21st ranked in the country at 141 pounds. He's going against one of the two Duke seniors that were honored today before the duel, Christian Colman, senior out of Germantown Academy in Doylestown, Pennsylvania. We'll shake hands and we'll get going.
Yeah, Miranda looking to bounce back from an upset loss to Troy Homan on Friday at NC State. Colman getting right after it. Good single leg attack there. Colman likes to attack off a 2-on-1, or what some wrestlers will call a Russian tie. That's really where he likes to be. That's where he is now. Not a good shot there. Kind of far leg got faded out, and Miranda did a nice job. Quick go behind. Best takedown in wrestling. The go behind.
I think Colman feels the emotion a little bit. Last ACC duel for him at Cameron Indoor Stadium.
You try to block that out, but it's hard to. You know, your family's here. Potentially, you know, your last match and in a dual setting, I guess, because
we have to put that qualifier on there. March 9th, ACC championships are happening right here in this building.
But, you know, it's a big moment in your career, and thinking about the end, I certainly know for my last match, a lot of those thoughts were there. You've got, you know, one time in your life to really do this, and it's now, and you don't think it's going to be over until it's really over. And you're coming out here, you're wrestling a ranked guy, and Miranda, who's hungry to get back in the win column. There's a lot going on there.
A chance for Colman to really make a statement and end his regular season career on a high note if he can pull the upset.
We're near back points here. Colman trying to push off that crossface. We got swipes. Miranda doing a nice job. He's got the bow and arrow. You can see that he's captured that ankle, which puts a lot of pressure on the hips. This is a bad spot to be in if you're Christian Colman. There's the 4.
Colman sneaks through, avoids any further damage.
7-0 for Miranda with nearly 2 minutes of riding time. That's quite a period if you're Stanford. He's going right back to it. As you can see, he was reaching back with his left arm to try to catch Colman's right ankle to get that bow and arrow.
Colman's got to survive for 30 more seconds.
Stalemate. Wasn't sure we'd see that. Miranda wasn't quite parallel, working quite a bit for turns there. I'm a little bit surprised at the stalemate call. If you're Colman, you like that. It gives you a fresh start. Caution.
Colman immediately up, but quickly returned.
Miranda right back to that figure 4 ride. He's going to ride out the period here.
Finishes the first with 2 minutes, 38 seconds of riding time. Miranda and Stanford will head back home after this morning's duel. They've got one more matchup with North Carolina. Then the ACC championships come around March 9th, right here in Durham. We talked with Coach Lanham about the preparations required. They said that everything's been set up well beforehand, but he is excited to have it here and really get some energy in this building.
Yeah, it's been a long time since Duke's kind of been in that hosting rotation. It's a historic building. Whether it's for basketball or wrestling, it's an exciting place for fans to be, to come kind of celebrate the ACC season and really bring a lot of alumni back to Duke as well, be a part of the process, and hopefully build some momentum for their program.
Coaches have done walkthroughs. Everything is in place. at this point in time. We're just a couple weeks out.
Yeah, definitely grab your tickets. The ACC tournament is great every year. There's always a great team race. There's upsets. There's bid thieves, essentially, that are building that momentum towards the big show in March this year in Philadelphia.
Stanford as a team thrown into this ACC mix this year. I mean, I certainly didn't see it coming, but they've performed so well, and everybody's matched up evenly.
Yeah, really, tough schedule for them, obviously, with the travel. They still have some of their regional rivalries, a big change for their guys, their staff, all the support staff as well, and they've navigated this really well. And they've got a lot of guys who you'll see in Philadelphia in March, competing to be on the podium. And they're certainly a team in the future that could compete for those ACC titles, the way they're recruiting and developing their athletes.
Stanford's getting the best from California every single year. Miranda is one of those, a fifth year from Poway High School.
Yeah, two-time state medalist in California. Stanford's done a nice job keeping some of those guys at home, and they're really a national program with some of the academic requirements as well, and kind of going out and seeing who you have to bring in to qualify for admissions. And they've done a really good job bringing in depth, bringing in youth and talented youth that are coachable, that can kind of take their program to that next level, especially now in the ACC.
Bit less action in the second period. Colman will start on top for the third. Think about wrestling out in California. You've got some dynasties out there. Buchanan High School, you've got plenty of those guys sprinkled in throughout the ACC. The Joffrey twins over at UVA.
Clovis has been a really good program. And California is a state with one state tournament. If you're the state champ in California, as compared to other states with 7 divisions, you're really that guy. And there's been more kind of stronger clubs out there, more money going into the infrastructure that's led to really a lot of talented high school wrestlers coming into college out of California. And that Doc Buchanan tournament's one of the best tournaments in the high school tournaments really in the country now. Colman with a nice lift. Miranda ends up rolling through in a Granby position, ends up getting out. And he's effectively up 8 points here with the riding time, so he's looking at bonus. Nice high crotch. Got to slide his right foot down, and he's going to get it.
Riding time points secured as well, so it's 12-1 Miranda.
He catches that foot of Colman, so he's got it trapped here with his figure 4 leg ride. And this is somewhere you'd expect to see a turn from Miranda. There's so much pressure there on your hips, your lower back, and he's just going to slowly climb up. Oh, wow, a stalemate. Another surprising stalemate to me, given the position.
Chris Ayers isn't happy with it. Miranda immediately looked towards his bench.
Yeah, Coach Gray was not thrilled about that one either, because that's a position where you expect a turn.
Miranda's going to let Colman up. Looking for one more takedown.
Colman gets it on the low shot. Miranda with the far ankle here. He's trying to kick that armpit of Colman there with his right foot to clear his lower leg. We're going to see a stalemate.
Miranda, one of many worthy competitors at 141. We'll see at the aforementioned ACC championships.
It's going to be a really competitive weight class with Latona, Zdeno. Jaden Scott's a guy who I think has a lot of potential to continue to develop a huge 41-pounder. So it should be a lot of fun.
It's the one weight where you look at the North Carolina State Wolfpack roster, and they don't necessarily have anyone. That's why Holman was there on Friday.
Yeah.
But Miranda bounces back from that unranked loss with a 14-2, make it 15 with the riding time point. Big time major decision win for the 21st ranked wrestler in the country.
Yeah, good performance from Jason Miranda. Get back in the win column. Get yourself mentally right as they look forward to wrestling North Carolina next week.